Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you missed my videos from last week, you may not know that I was in Delaware for the Firefly Music Festival. I got back Monday afternoon and it was amazing. I had such a great time, but after spending like 4 nights sleeping in a tent, it felt so good to be back in my own bed last night. And I have a giant mountain of laundry to do. My life feels a little bit chaotic. I've been trying to get caught up on all this work stuff that I've been basically ignoring for the last 5 days. So I thought for today's video we could keep things pretty casual, pretty chill, and just hang out and play with some makeup together. Right before I left for my trip, my BoxyCharm came in, so I didn't have a chance to touch any of the products from that. So there are a few things I want to try out today, as well as some PR that I got when I got back. I had some boxes at my P.O. box that I just picked up this morning, so I thought it might be fun to show you guys some of those products. I already started doing my makeup. I have foundation, concealer, powder, blush, bronzer, and I think that's it on right now because I don't have anything new in those categories to show you guys. But we've got an eyeshadow palette, some new highlighters from Pixi, got an Ofra liquid lip, some new brows from Karity, just some generally fun stuff, and I figured I could also chat with you guys and tell you a little bit more about my trip. And of course, for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Lauren, and thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I upload new beauty videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so I hope you will subscribe, stick around, come back for more, and without me rambling on any further, I'm going to scoot you guys closer so we can hang out and put some makeup on this face. So I'm looking at my face in the viewfinder right now, and I feel like my eyebrows need some love and attention, so fortunately, I've got a new brow product from Karity that I was sent to test. They actually sent me all 4 shades, but I'm going to use the dark chocolate one today because I think that will probably match my hair the best. So what's cool about this pencil is it's basically like a 3-in-1 product. So you have a pencil at the top, and it looks like one of those teardrop shaped pencils where it's a little bit chunkier. It's not microfine like the brow is. It's more like the Brow Stylist Definer from Anastasia, if you're familiar with that one. So you basically got like a triangular top and then a rounded bottom. So it kind of gives you precision on one side and then a little bit more fullness so you can more quickly fill out your brows in the others. And then the secondary part, so there's like a 2-piece cap on top. This looks like it twists out. Ooh, cool. So you got like a little stamper, kind of spongy thing, with a brow powder on it that you could additionally use to fill in areas. And then at the very end you have a spoolie. So that is really kind of neat. I'm very curious to see how this will work. So I'm going to start out with the spoolie side and just kind of brush my eyebrows up a little bit so it's easier for me to see the bottom line. So I'm going to try to hold this so like the precise part is kind of going right along the bottom. It seems to be coming off pretty easily, like the pigmentation. I'm not having to press hard on my eyebrows at all, which is really nice. Some eyebrow pencils are just so stiff that you really have to press to get any pigment. This, I feel like you can use a very light hand. I feel like that actually looks pretty nice. So far, I'm actually pretty impressed with that. Curious about this powder side though. Let's see if anything happens with that. I feel like that definitely added a little bit more like fullness, but it's not too heavy. I'm actually really enjoying this so far, so this is good. So while I start working on my other eyebrow, let me tell you a little bit about what I've been up to for the last 5 days. So this was the 4th time that I went to Firefly, which is a music festival in Dover, Delaware. It's one of the few large music festivals that's on the East Coast. Like Bonnaroo is still a really bit of a haul. There's like Governor's Ball that's in New York, but that one is like only a 2-day festival. Same thing with Boston Calling is a 2-day festival. Firefly is like a 4-day festival with camping, big ordeal, multiple headliners, and it's really not that bad of a drive. It's like about just under 5 hours. Usually with traffic, it's really more around 5 and stops and whatnot to get to Delaware, but it actually really wasn't that bad. We drove down on Thursday morning and drove back Monday morning, and we kind of hit that nice sweet spot in between rush hours going through New York City and through like Newark area, because otherwise those can be completely insane if you hit them at the wrong time. I feel like that was actually pretty easy to use. I like the way my eyebrows are looking right now. They'll definitely be more balanced out once I finish my eyes. I always feel like it looks so weird when your eye makeup is not done at all, no mascara or anything, and then you fill in your eyebrows. It looks a little unbalanced, so I'm sure it will all come together when I'm done with my makeup. But so far, I feel like this is a pretty good first impression. We'll see how well it wears in the eyebrows, or if it fades or smears or smudges really easily, because that can be annoying. But yeah, application-wise, this is nice. So musically speaking, I would say that Firefly this year was probably my least favorite lineup that I've seen. It was still enjoyable. I definitely had a lot of fun and enjoyed listening to the music that was happening around me, but I wasn't as excited to see any one particular band as I have been in previous years. The headliners this year were The Killers, Eminem, and Kendrick Lamar, and Foster the People also played on Saturday, I think. Yeah, there was definitely some good bands. Also Cold War Kids played, Jimmy Eat World was there, which like I love Jimmy Eat World. I used to like be really into that band when I was in high school, like circa 2004, which is seriously aging me to say. But yeah, I'm really more of like an alternative rock person more than an EDM rap hip hop person, although I do enjoy that kind of music quite a bit. It just doesn't get me pumped up as much as like a regular rock band would. Like last year, seeing Muse was so awesome. So awesome. So that kind of experience, I missed there not being as much of this year. But it wasn't bad. It was still fun. So I actually haven't applied any highlighter yet, so I want to do that. This is something I just got from Pixi. I just got the PR package, and oh my god, they also sent the entire collection of liquid fairy lights, which is amazing. I already own a few shades that I had bought with my own money, but now I have the full collection, which is incredible. They also sent along a couple of their glowy Gossamer duos, and these were something that I also almost bought, but I held out, and I'm so glad that I did because they sent them to me. So this is the Subtle Sunrise version, which is the deeper of the two. But like, look at how shiny and reflective. Like when this is not in the like direct light, you see how dark the color is in the pan. And then as soon as I put this in the lights, it's just like blinding to the point you can't even see it. So I am going to throw this on my cheekbones and see how this looks in the face, because I've only swatched it. I haven't actually applied it. Actually, you know what? Let me show you guys how these two colors swatch, just so you can see. Look at how beautiful. Oh, I love highlighter. It's just one of those products that just makes you feel real good inside. So I actually got a trio of brushes from Luxie in my BoxyCharm this month, so I'm going to use the tapered highlighter brush that came in BoxyCharm to apply this. And actually, I'm pretty sure I already own this brush. I had gotten it in maybe an Ipsy bag previously, and it's beautiful. Love Luxie brushes. They are so soft and they hold up really, really well to washing. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe I'll take a little bit of both pans. We'll just go ham. We'll just mix these two colors together. And then we'll just dust this bad boy right on the tops of the cheekbones. I don't know if this is translating on camera as well as it is in person, but it is beautiful. It's very glowy, but that kind of glow that just sort of like melts right into the skin, and it doesn't look stripy or metallic. Ooh, that's super pretty. I know that Jessica Braun has raved about this product on her channel, and I very much trust her recommendations, so I understand why she was all about this. So if there's one thing I'm most excited to play with today, it's this baby right here. This is the new Alamar Cosmetics Reina del Caribe eyeshadow palette, volume 1. Alamar Cosmetics is a brand new makeup brand that was started by Gabby. I do not know her last name right now because I'm a terrible human. She is someone who works for BoxyCharm. She also is Kathleen Light's makeup artist for all of her like kale polish photo shoots. And she's so talented, and she's such like a fun human being, it seems like, and she's very proud of her Cuban heritage. So she started her own makeup line, which is amazing, and this is the first product that they're launching, and it kind of has that sort of Cuban kind of vibe to it. It's a very colorful tropical palette, and I have basically seen nothing but delicious swatches of this palette. It looks like it is going to be incredible. This shade up here called El Malacon looks like it is going to be the most gorgeous greeny gold reflective amazingness on the eyes ever. So I'm excited to play with this right now. I don't know if I want to go with the blues today. I know a lot of people that have done looks of this palette have centered them around these two colors, Varadero and Celia. But I don't know, I think I might go for something a little more neutral and boring today. So let me I'll swatch these for you guys so you can understand if you have not yet seen them before. These feel almost like a cream shadow to the touch. That's how delicious and creamy they are. So these are some holy mother of pearl. Oh, what? That Verdadero shade is like unreal. This teal has like a gold, like that's beautiful, but this blue, like I can't even begin to describe how like shimmery and metallic and absolutely ridiculously stunning that is. Not to mention how much pigmentation for me just dipping my finger in that came off. That's insane. All right, so let's start with a little bit of transitioning. I'm going to use the shade Cocoa Taxi here, which I think is going to be a good transition color. It's a matte and it's a warm kind of orangey brown color. So I'm just going to start buffing that into the crease. I'm just using a Morphe M441 brush. I definitely feel like now that I've tried Sigma brushes, my Morphe brushes feel a lot scratchier to me than I ever really realized that they were. I mean, they certainly get the job done, but you can tell why they're a little bit more affordably priced, if that makes sense. So that is blending out really nicely. This is adding just like a really pretty warm wash of color to the crease, which is what I want. Honestly, I feel like this is one of those kind of eyeshadows you could just use like a one and done if you wanted a really simple eye makeup look and just like put this all over the lid, kind of buff it into the crease a little bit. It's just a really flattering, warm shade, especially on like a medium complexion or light to medium complexion. I think it's really, really beautiful. So I'm gonna bring things a little lower and a little bit more precise. I'm gonna go in with the shade Tropico next. And I'm going to use my Sigma E35 tapered blending brush because this is a little bit smaller, a little bit more precise and easy to get like more precise blending work done with. So I'm gonna just start this at the outer corner and work this right into the lower part of the crease. And these blend out so nicely. I definitely feel like I understand why everybody's been raving about this palette. All right, I feel like it's time. I really want to dig into this shade right here, which is El Malecon. I'm going to apply this with my finger because I believe that's what Gabby said is the best way to apply this shade. So I'm just gonna tap this all over my lid. Oh man, yeah, that is stunning. This is such a cool gold too, because it's not really a yellow gold. It's more of like a greenish, like antique kind of gold shade. So I think I'm gonna go in with Guantanamera now, basically on that same Sigma brush, because I'm just gonna apply this to the very outer corner of the eye and just kind of blend that over the El Malecon shade, create a little bit more dimension. So yeah, I mean, honestly, despite the risks, I really feel like if you've never been to a music festival before, the experience is so unique that it's totally worth doing at least once in your life. I mean, not only do you get to see like so many different bands and so many different genres of music, but there's just something about the energy of being around like 60,000 or 80,000 other people, that everybody is dressed kind of however they want. People are just being as weird as they want, having as much fun as they want, dancing around and singing and being silly, and nobody cares. There's no judgment, there's no pressure, honestly, because it's so difficult to like keep your phone charged. It's just kind of one of those places where you just want to put it away, disconnect, just like be present, be in nature, read a book, hang out with your friends, talk to people, meet new people. It's just like, I don't know, it's a really cool vibe. It's a really nice experience. Yes, it obviously comes with inherent dangers. Yes, you should use your common sense and your best judgment to avoid things happening that you don't want to happen. But yeah, it's really not as scary, I think, as some people make it out to be. Yes, it's hot. Yes, you are gonna get kind of dirty. Yes, you may come back and feel like you need to do like a sheet mask a day for a week to get your skin back to normal, but it's a small sacrifice to pay for a really unique human experience. So I'm gonna move on to my lower lash line now. I'm gonna start out with Cocoa Taxi, that yellow shade, and I'm just gonna buff that right along the lower lash line. I'm gonna mirror basically what I did on the upper lash right on the bottom. In case you guys are wondering, I am using the Sigma Shader Crease Brush, which is actually, it's quite a fine but very soft brush, so I really like it for blending out the lower lash line. And then I'm going to pick up a little bit of Tropico, and I'm going to just do the same thing but keep that more on just the outer corner of the eye. There is definitely a bit of kickback in these matte shades, especially when you tap your brush into them. It's a very soft shadow, but that also is what makes it so blendable and so beautiful on the eyes. So just as a heads up, you are gonna have a little bit of dust, but it's nothing that's ridiculous. Finally, I wanna add a little highlight to my inner corner. I'm gonna grab the shade La Costa. I think I'm just gonna pop a little bit of that in the inner corner to add that highlight. So eyeliner wise, I got this in my BoxyCharm. It's the Jean Bleu, maybe? Charcoal eyeliner pencil, which is a nice dark gray shade. I don't know how well this will go with what I have on my eyes right now, but I don't really want to add. I'm like kind of not feeling a wing right now. Sometimes I like doing eyeliner and just kind of throwing on mascara, maybe adding just a little bit of liner for fullness around the lash line and not doing the super dramatic wing. So we'll give this a whirl and see what happens. All right, so right off the bat, this pencil feels like I'm stabbing myself in the eye a little bit. Like, it's definitely a much harder pencil. It's not super creamy. It's not gliding on very easily. Like, I feel like I'm drawing on my eye with an actual pencil, which is, you know, unpleasant. All right, I'm just gonna curl my lashes quick, throw some mascara on. I'm gonna use the Double Decker lashes from Butter London, and I'll be right back. All right, and the last product I have here was also from BoxyCharm. This is the Ofra liquid lipstick in the shade Verona. I guess this is a newer shade to the line. I have tried the Ofra liquid lipstick formula before, and I like it. It's very comfortable. It's a lot less drying than some other matte liquid lipsticks, but it's also not as transfer proof. It will definitely come off if you eat or drink or you go to smooch somebody. I do actually kind of like the tone of this kind of like grungy brown shade, because it's a slightly more warm brown. It's not as cool and gray toned as some other brown lip products I've tried. It has just like a little hint of an oranginess to the base, which I think kind of works with the eyes. So there you guys have it. This is my final look. Definitely enjoying it. It's got some like tropical heat glam vibes going on or something. That Alamar Cosmetics palette is beautiful. I do really think she knocked it out of the park with that formula. I definitely look forward to creating more looks and playing with those blue shades, because they are just ridiculous quality wise. The highlight is so stunning. Those glowy Gossamer duos are beautiful. I have to swatch the other one that they sent me that's slightly lighter, maybe like slightly more pink tone. I think that one will be also beautiful. The Karity brow product I actually also did enjoy. I feel like it looks pretty nice. We'll see how it holds up. And this liquid lipstick is super comfortable, and I don't hate the shade. It's like that 90s brown, but in a flattering way. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me again today. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of these products in action and hearing a little bit more about my festival experience. As always, if you have any questions or feedback, let me know in the comment section down below. I love hearing from you. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. I always really appreciate your support. It helps me and my channel out so much, as does subscribing. So if you haven't clicked that button and you want to see more of my videos, make sure you do that so you won't miss another upload. And yeah, with all that being said, I have to get back to my mountain of laundry. So much laundry. But I hope you guys are having an amazing Wednesday, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.